The best prayer is one of gratitude, and there's no better way to prepare for Advent than to reflect on what we have been given and why we should be thankful. We Americans are a very diverse bunch. We've arrived from everywhere into all different parts of our country. My grandparents were immigrants and came from Lebanon and Ireland and arrived in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. How did you get here? If you're not a Native American, your family had to get here from somewhere. I think about the first people to arrive in your part of America where you grew up. Think about that. I grew up in Southern Maryland, which was where in 1634, Lord Calvert and Father Andrew White arrived. Without the kindnesses of the Piscataway tribe of Native Americans and the Wicomico Nation, they probably would not have survived. An earlier mission arrived on the eastern shore of Maryland, Kent Island, but no one survived that first winter. In New England, there where we think the first feast of Thanksgiving began, we're now learning that the relationship between the Native Americans and the Pilgrims was not quite as friendly as advertised. But where I come from, Lord Calvert and the Piscataway chief got along well and had a truly diplomatic understanding and shared their common interests for years. Father Andrew White, the Jesuit, baptized the chief and eventually the entire tribe. You ought to visit historic St. Mary's City and learn more about where the Catholic Church began in the United States. The concept of freedom of conscience began with Lord Baltimore as he persuaded, with many challenges, the king and the parliament to open a colony with freedom of conscience with numerous beliefs. This may not have been a religious ideal, though, as I believe. He knew he needed diversity if he was to have a successful economy because he needed people. And the best way was to be welcoming to everyone, not quite like the Puritans or the one religion only colonies. And St. Mary's City in Maryland was founded on March 25th with the first Mass in 1634, which might give you an idea of whom it was named for. The king believed it was named for his sister, Mary. But March 25th is the feast of the maternity annunciation of the Blessed Mother, 9 months before Christmas. As a Catholic mission, the king may have believed one thing and we Catholics knew another. So my Thanksgiving leads me to be thankful to the Native Americans who welcomed my Catholic ancestors, the freedom of conscience Lord Baltimore brought, and the faith of Father Andrew White, and the colonists whose courage and vision we Marylanders still enjoy. So as we enter the season of Advent, pray and prepare yourself for the coming of Christ by reflecting on all the thankfulnesses you should have within your heart. The greatest gifts, of course, are our very selves and our faith. Happy Thanksgiving.